Things are about to get really crabby. Stick around. Hiya, folks. Old Man Grognard here. Got one more Hyperborea module for you to look at. This is The Lost Treasure of Atlantis by Chainsaw and Northwind Adventures. And here is what it looks like. This is The Lost Treasure of Atlantis by Chainsaw. Now, I think this is the first thing he's had published here. I know him from North Texas RPG Con. He runs a really good game of Astonishing Swordmen. This is one of his adventures. Done up right, as usual, by Northwind Adventures. The monsters, nice two-column, really clear writing. Beautiful stuff here. And this one, yeah, look at that. Ain't that great? And some handouts and the usual stuff. Oh, I'd love to use these maps and other stuff too. You know. And that is The Lost Treasure of Atlantis. Take it away, Glenn. Okay. Now, this was written by Chainsaw. I don't remember what his regular name is, but Chainsaw is... I've seen him. He's seen him at the cons. I've seen him in North Texas. He does a really good game of Astonishing Swordsman, and this is one of the ones he was running at cons and playtesting and things like that. So it's really got an interesting vibe to it too, and it takes place in the Crab Archipelago of Hyperborea, and in a place called Crystal Point. And Crystal Point is one of those ancient places that's been around forever. And there are rumors, and this is how the PCs get involved. Oh, by the way, this is for 4 to 6 PCs, level 6 to 8. So it's somewhere in the middle. Now, there are rumors of the lost treasure of Atlantis around there. And that's basically the hook. I mean, there are other hooks in here. It gives you some more hooks. But that's the main hook. It's like, hey, there's big treasure here. You know, go find it. And I guess there is a little bit, but that's not the real reason. I mean, that's the reason why the PCs come, but that's not really what's going on. And there's a couple of spoilers here, but I'm not going to get it too deep because in case anybody wants to play this. The PCs end up going to the Crab Archipelago, assumedly. And they ended up in the middle of a fight between the Migo, the fungi from Yuggoth, and Crabmen. It's all over this thing called a lightning reactor, which makes energy for Atlanteans when there was Atlantis, or at least the part of Atlantis that was around Hyperborea, to do such weird and wonderful gadgets like high-tech stuff, like radium pistols and radiation bombs and things like that. And the Atlanteans built it for the Hyperboreans, but there were some Atlanteans who didn't want that, so they sabotaged it. This was millennia ago, before the Green Death. And so it's been sitting there, and some of these Atlanteans wanted to get this giant crab, this titanic crab named Shellac that's sleeping underneath the isle. In fact, Crystal Point's built on it, on his shell, to awaken and destroy the Hyperboreans. And, well, that didn't happen. But, you know, and after a while, the people, the Atlanteans or whoever stuck around, started worshiping this thing. And it started affecting dreams and things like that. But anyway, that's where it stands right now. The Crabmen, who are loyal to Shellac and others, are fighting with the Migo, who are still there, and doing their research over this, you know, who's going to control Hyperborea type of thing. And you have to go in there and find out what the heck is going on and what you can do about it. It's a real Yojimbo, fistful of dollars, last man standing type of situation. It could be anyway, you know, use both sides against the middle if you can do that. But you find Atlantean coins around there, but there isn't really much of a treasure. But the whole thing is this lightning reactor. It's, do you want to save it? Do you want to get rid of it? How do you want to do this? So this adventure, and it's about 60 pages, 64 pages. It's a pretty good adventure. It's got more of a weird fantasy vibe than a lot of them. I shouldn't say a lot of them, but this is more weird fantasy vibe than any of the ones I've read so far. And I kind of like it. It gets a little involved, but and there's many chances for people to go mad in here too. So you got to kind of watch that. What I like about a lot of these modules that Northwind has published is they always seem to be going in a different place in Hyperborea where they're located, and they give you kind of an idea of what the terrain is like. They're almost mini gazetteers in a sense, because to me, I get the vibe I got off this and the Seawolf's Daughter and a few others, that it was almost like it was part sandbox, part adventure, because there is a very strong adventure in these, but it also says, okay, here's the town, here's the area, these are the people you meet, these are the people, here are other things that are going on, here's rumors, things like that. So it gives you that. So you really get some good bang for your buck in this stuff. And I find them highly playable. I do. I've run a few of the older ones, and they are a lot of fun. Okay, where can you get this? All right, the usual places, hyperborea.tv for the print version, and it'll run you about $26 for the print. But you can go to DriveThruRPG for the PDF and get it for $10. So there's that. So, like I said, this is a pretty good module, and I'll put all that stuff down there. Don't worry about it. That's my review for Lost Treasure of Atlantis. If you like what I'm doing, what is it they say? Hit subscribe, and the bell. Yeah, okay. All right. So until I see you folks next time, bye-bye.